perfect prediction. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bizarre Brony Brothers channels. I am B Money, as always, and with me, like always, is my brother of insanity and let's say crime of, all things PG. My brother, Orchestral Goalie. Bro, say hello to the nice people.
Greetings once again, people. We are here for yet another WWE pay-per-view predictions. And, well, it's never been just you and me, bro. Ain't that right?
You're right. It has never just been the two of us for predictions. Because, in all honesty, where's the fun in that?
Exactly. We have two of our friends here today. And one of them sure has, I'd say, a persona about him. Superstar?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Superstar Edge, the persona of rock and roller. It's here for another. Okay, anyway. Hey, as I was saying, it's here for another prediction video to be joined by the Bizarre Brony Brothers, where we're going to be talking about TLC. And no, it does not stand for Tender Loving Care or Totally Lost Cause. It stands for tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my!
And there's also a fourth person that is joining us for these predictions. Me and him like to go back and forth with each other about a lot of different things. The card game Chaotic, the fucking card game / anime Yu-Gi-Oh!, how fucking Starlight Glimmer and Sunset Shimmer are basically pretty much the same person. Xaldin Wolfgang, Sailor.
Hello.
Okay,
Just gonna leave it at that.
Wow! What a great introduction!
Also, before we start this, I fucking hate you, bro. The fact that you made a goddamn pun. Fuck you. But anyways, like Superstars Edge said here, we're predicting table, ladders, and chairs, or TLC for short. And the card itself actually looks interesting this year.
One of them I'm already calling is going to be Match of the Night.
I think we're all calling that match of the night, bro. Now, sadly, Green Springs could not be here to join us, so we will be telling you his prediction picks for each of the matches, so be wary of that. Okay, then. To start the predictions off, we have the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Wood defending their Raw Tag Team Championships against the Hurt Business. And the people who are participating are Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin with MVP in their corner. So, honestly, nothing against the New Day. I absolutely love the New Day. They're a great tag team. However, considering how WWE have been building the Hurt Business up to be this monster faction, I gotta go with the Hurt Business on this one because it just fucking, they are fucking a monster faction. Bobby Lashley is the United States champion. He has been running stupendously with that title, and honestly, they need to give Cedric and Shelton Benjamin something. The Raw Tag Team titles would be a perfect addition. So, my pick is the Hurt Business. Bro, who do you got?
I gotta go with you as well. For me, they've built and have too much momentum going for the Hurt Business right now. They are walking away here the new Raw Tag Team Champions. And if this comes true, next predictions, or maybe in the description or whatever, I'm gonna post something interesting that I found while collecting assets for these videos.
Okay then, be on the lookout for that. Superstar, who do you have your money on?
Well, for me, I gotta go with the Hunt Business because, yeah, I mean, there's really no logical point for the New Day to really keep the Raw Tag Team Champions. I think they just have the titles just because, well, they wanted to like do the draft by having like one title from like one show to switch it up to the other, and so basically like now they want to put up some new tag team. So I feel like the Hurt Business is going to be that tag team. Also because since they have been alone since this whole entire year, so they're winning the titles with Bobby Lashley with the United States title. It could probably boost up their faction more to the top. Also, let's not forget that they actually were the faction to somewhat take out Retribution, meaning they lost all of their charisma thanks to them.
That is very true. They did, in fact, do that. Xaldin, what is your opinion on this match?
I'll be honest with you, as much as I'm a diehard New Day fan, I am like one of their biggest fans. I've always been their fan ever since they started out, but nothing personal against them. I gotta go with the Hurt Business as well, because if you had to think about it really hard, it's not only Captain Obvious, but I think what Vince McMahon was trying to do in the first place was basically give them the title, and then after that, have the Hurt Business get the titles. This was obviously planned it out from the start.
Okay, so me, Orchestral, Superstar, and Xaldin are all going with the Hurt Business. Green Springy is going with the New Day, so it's 4 against 1. Springy, like I said, he is choosing the New Day. Everyone else is choosing Hurt Business. Okay, next match after that. Might as well go with another tag team match. We have Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defending the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against Asuka and a partner to be determined. Originally, it was supposed to be Lana joining this match, but due to an injury caused by Shayna and Nia, she has been taken out of the match. So, the partner of Asuka's choosing will be determined at TLC. Now, I want to state that I've heard some rumors about who this might be. It might be, let's see here. It could be a lot of different people, but the one rumor I heard was Charlotte Flair. And for those of you who are thinking, yeah, it could be because she's on Raw. We haven't seen her in fucking months. Who else could it be? I've heard some people say Tamina, but the thing is, she's on SmackDown. That might not work. But we will have to decide. Anyway, we'll have to figure out that later. Anyways. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Asuka's team on this one, just because Shayna and Nia, again, they've been holding those titles for, I want to say, over half a year now, if I'm thinking. They've been bitching with each other back and forth. Like, fucking, seriously, shut the fuck up. You're supposed to be partners. You stupid bitches. Nothing against them. I actually like both of these women. Shayna Baszler, she was fucking badass in NXT. Jax, she's a powerhouse. Although she needs to control how to use her power because she has injured so many fucking superstars over the years. And she needs to figure out how the fuck to figure out, like, okay, when should I use all my power or a little bit? But anyways, I'm gonna go with Asuka's team. Superstar, who do you got?
Well, for me, I'm actually going to go with the opposite team, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, and here's why. Because I feel like the rumors might be true that Charlotte Flair could be the partner. And here's how I think the match could go down. Because let's not forget, Asuka is actually the Raw Women's Champion. And who is somebody who claims to bring to so I can get their title back, why that would be Charlotte Flair. So here's how I think it would go down. I feel like Charlotte Flair is gonna accept to be Asuka's partner, but possibly maybe either during the match or after the match, Charlotte Flair is going to attack Asuka to claim that she wants to get her title back and then challenge Asuka for the title, possibly at the Royal Rumble or such like that.
That is very true. We could see that happening here. However, we have seen people who have been a double champion. John Cena with the WWE Championship, with the World Tag Team Champion with Shawn Michaels.
That is true.
Seth Rollins with the Universal title, tag teaming with Braun Strowman for the Raw Tag Team titles. So, maybe in WWE, you never know. Xaldin, who do you got?
If I had to pick, because normally I don't really care for this, but I had to go with Nia Jax on this one. Now, the reason why is as you said, they've held the title for half the year, but I think the reason why is that I think they're trying to make sure that they have a good set record. So they would probably have the record of being the longest reigning defending women's tag team champions for quite some time. To make sure that once their record is set, then no one can be able to surpass them until a future idea, of course. But I think Vince wants to make sure that they have a certain record set, then lose the titles.
Okay, that's honestly a good point, in all honesty. But the reason why I'm honestly fucking Shayna and Nia fucking both world-class women's champions in their both rights. Nia's held the Raw Women's Champion, I think once. I believe she had a good run with it.
Didn't she have to get rid of it because of injury or something? Or
no, she lost it at Money in the Bank of 2017, if I'm not mistaken, because it was her versus Ronda Rousey. Alexa Bliss cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on the match, getting Ronda disqualified. Then she cashed it in to become Raw Women's Champion.
Okay, I was trying to remember how she lost the title, that's all.
That's perfectly okay. Bro, what do you think?
Okay, on the terms of how long that Nia and Shayna has been holding it, they've been holding it for a total of 110 days. The longest reign is 180 days, and that was set by the Kabuki Warriors. That of being
okay, there it is.
Asuka and Kairi Sane. So, I can totally see them doing what Xaldin said, but it just seems like they're running out of ideas for Shayna and Nia at this point. So I'm gonna be going with Asuka's team and her surprise partner, just because I don't see many storylines or anything else coming out of this.
Exactly. Also, Green Springy is joining me and brother here, saying that Asuka's team is gonna take the gold. Back to what I was saying before. Nia had a good run with the Raw Women's title. Could have been better, in my honest opinion. Shayna got snuffed out of that title. She was at WrestleMania and Vince decided, fuck you NXT, I'm not giving you the title. Which, in my honest opinion, is a damn fucking shame. Cause fucking and now she's stuck in this. It's a waste of her talent, and I'm kinda pissed about it. But, moving on. Next match, we got Sasha Banks defending her SmackDown Women's Champion against Carmella in a singles. Now, on Friday, which is tonight of the recording, Carmella had a, what was it called, bro? A champagne party or some shit like that?
She was toasting Sasha Banks.
That's what it was. Which, as you can guess, ended up with Sasha fucking on the ground because of Carmella's new, let's call him boy toy?
It kind of ends with the intro that they have her now.
Honestly, fucking, she looks in. Fucking, her entrance makes her look like a fucking slut. She used to have a great entrance. Now she looks like a prostitute.
Anyway.
Anyways, honestly, I'm hoping to God Sasha Banks wins it because she fucking needs to keep that title to actually make it be like, okay, this is a legitimate champion. She can defend this thing. She can fucking hold it for more than a month or two. She fucking, I love Sasha Banks. She's fucking one of the best female superstars in WWE, at least, in my honest opinion. Carmella, fucking, she'll have her time to get the title, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's now. I think it's gonna be further down the line. But right now, I'm gonna say Sasha holds the title. But it's gonna be a little tricky because of interference from Carmella's new boy toy. Xaldin, who do you got?
If I had to say, I don't like either one of them. But if I had to pick one of them, I'm gonna have to go with Sasha Banks on this one because WWE really loves Sasha Banks, and since she's a very popular superstar, and she could probably provide more storyline anyway. With the title. As for Carmella, of course, there's not much she can do other than having that freaking quote boy toy of hers right next to her. And do we really want to see that routine over and over again? We've kind of already seen that with her before anyway. Remember when she had that one dude, I forgot what his name was.
James Ellsworth.
Yeah, James Ellsworth. Remember when she used to have him around and he kept helping her out? Do we really want to see that storyline all over again?
You mean how she fucking ruined the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match twice?
Exactly. Well, not only the women's Money in the Bank, but having the title in general.
You got a point there. That necklace thing was annoying as a fucking hated his guts. Okay then, so that's 2 people for Sasha. Can we make it 3? Well, what's your voice?
Well, we just got a hat trick. I'm going with Sasha myself. It's gonna be boss time for a little longer here, as far as I'm concerned. I can't see Carmella with a storyline right now.
Yeah, because in all honesty, there's not many big time faces that can actually Carmella can actually fucking compete against at all. However, oh wait, no, sorry, my bad. And she can still compete for the Raw one, but anyways, Superstar. Can we make this 4 for 4?
Well, yes we can, because I am going to go Sasha Banks on this one, because, well, let's face it, WWE, they like to do, like, these face versus heel story, one where basically, like, the heel is going to come in and say, hey, I want your title, I'm going to beat you for it, blah, 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 this and that. So basically, what they like to do is, whenever they start these rivalries, usually the babyface has to win first to keep the rivalry going. So technically, it would have to make sense for Sasha Banks to win the title, because if Carmella wins the title right away, that would just make Sasha Banks look weak, like, yeah, exactly, like, right away, so.
Well, last week, they actually did have a match for the title. However, Sasha Banks got disqualified, meaning she lost. Because the ref was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sasha didn't let up, so she got disqualified. But to be fair, it was Carmella's fault. So
Yeah.
And Springy is also with us, so that is 5 votes. Sasha Banks and Zip 0 for Carmella.
Nobody wins.
So, Carmella, you're untouchable, eh? Doesn't look like it.
Well, to be fair, we wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Especially with that entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, might as well just get this out of the way. Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman versus Kevin Owens in a TLC match for the Universal Championship. Fucking earlier today during SmackDown, KO legitimately got buried under tables, ladders, and chairs. Which I'm pretty much saying that WWE's basically saying, hey everyone, fucking Roman's gonna bury Owens at TLC. So, sorry Owens, I love you, I love your character, but Roman's gonna take the title, bro.
Yeah, this seems to be a pretty open and shut case as far as I'm concerned. It's gonna be Roman. I can't see any way that Roman loses this match. Big dog reigns.
Yep, superstar.
Yeah, I have to agree. Roman Reigns is gonna win because, well, I mean, there's nothing really much I can say. But the only thing I could say is that I think what WWE is trying to do is that they're probably gonna let Roman keep the title until like the quote unquote road to WrestleMania. So that way, this is where things will really start to pick up for Roman Reigns to let him finally get some true competition. Right now, what they're doing is that they're just finding competitors to say, "Hey, would you like to fight Roman Reigns? Okay, cool. Now, alright, cool. Now I'm getting in the ring and go get beat up by Roman Reigns for the next 5 minutes." This is pretty much what they're doing right now until they legit find some actual competition for Roman Reigns at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Roman.
Well, sadly, fucking, there were rumors of fucking The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 37. However, fucking, there are also rumors saying that Vince McMahon doesn't want that at WrestleMania 37. Which, in all honesty, is bullshit. But, Xaldin, you want to make it 4 for 4?
Actually, no. I'm going to throw a curveball at you all. I think Kevin Owens is going to win this.
Nani?
Hear me out.
Go ahead. I'm all ears.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Kevin Owens has been out for a little while, and they just brought him back, and at a convenience, they did have him face against freaking Roman Reigns.
Jey Uso.
Or Jey Uso.
That's-
Or
yeah.
whichever. Now, here's the thing, though. Out of all the superstars they had to pick, yes, I know that they were probably doing it for the sake of a punch, for Roman Reigns to friggin' squash. But here's the thing, though. Why see the same exact routine of Roman Reigns squishing every superstar and just wait till WrestleMania? Because if Roman Reigns keeps squishing everybody all the way before till WrestleMania, people are going to get bored and they're probably think to themselves, well, this is no point of watching anything WB related because they're just going to see the same thing. Roman Reigns keeps squishing someone, and do we seriously want to wait all the way till April to see Roman Reigns finally lose the title? Or could we probably get someone who can actually get some hype and who actually fans do like Kevin Owens? And imagine the fact that how much fans are going to, like, their screens are going to probably crack and break out of all the cheering after seeing Kevin Owens winning the Universal title for the very first time in his career.
Actually, no. This will be his second time. He won it back in 2018.
Or okay, well, second time. Either way.
I understand.
Either way, imagine the fact that he ends up winning the title and finally putting an end to Roman Reigns, like fans have been wanting to see.
Very true. Very fucking true.
That would be great, but there's one person that kind of flies in the face of that because they did the same thing with the other person they paired up with, Paul Heyman, Lesnar.
Yeah, I did not want to interrupt Xaldin, but you do realize that WWE has actually done this before, where they literally kept the title onto Brock Lesnar literally until WrestleMania. So I won't be surprised if they're gonna do it again, because possibly they're gonna make Roman Reigns, and that's quote unquote Brock Lesnar. So
Just an option.
that's WWE for you.
Very true. Also, I just want to correct what I said earlier. Kevin Owens did not win the Universal title in 2018. He won in 2016. My bad.
Okay.
But anyways, let's continue on with the list. Green Springy is saying Roman Reigns with us. So 4 for Roman, 1 for Owens. Next match, which, in all honesty, the stipulation fucking... Well, I honestly think it's not necessary. It could help the match. Drew McIntyre defends his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against AJ Styles with his bodyguard Omis in a TLC match. Now, this match, honestly, it didn't need the stipulation, in my God's green honest opinion. Because you got 2 high-class fucking athletes in Drew McIntyre, someone who's been all over the world, fucking Ring of Honor champion, fucking Impact World champion, he's been a world champion all around the world. Then you got Styles, also fucking world championship, champion material in New Japan, TNA, ROH, yeah. Honestly, this is kind of hard to predict, but I'm gonna say that McIntyre keeps the title for now. I feel like there's gonna be a story build up with him, and I'm gonna predict that Miz is gonna try to cash in the money in the contract Sunday. However, he's gonna be unsuccessful. I honestly think he will cash it in successfully in a future pay-per-view. But I'm gonna say McIntyre keeps the world title. Superstar, who you got the money on?
This is actually very tough, because it's like, if you think about it, well, I mean, it might be obvious that, yeah, Drew McIntyre could win, because, well, like, he has, like, almost some offense against AJ Styles when it comes to, like, him having more like a charisma against him, but at the same time, think about AJ Styles also has a manager, what's his name again?
Omis, O-M-O-S.
Oh, Omis. Okay, yeah. Okay, so like, I won't be surprised if like Omis is. I mean, keep in mind there's a no DQ, so Omis could just step in like anytime he wants, just to like cost Drew McIntyre the chance to win the title. But I know Drew McIntyre, he might be smart enough to actually go after him, because well, he's gonna think like, oh, I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling he's gonna cost me, so I better take him out before like he cost me the match. So. Usually you might think AJ Styles might win just because of like his manager could do something to prevent Drew McIntyre from winning. But you know what? I feel like Drew is actually going to be winning this, because yeah, I just don't see him losing to AJ Styles yet. I do have a gut feeling they might continue this rivalry possibly at the Royal Rumble. So yeah, I do have a feeling that possibly that yeah, they might continue this rivalry at the Royal Rumble, so Drew's gonna win this. When it comes to Miz cashing in, that's a mystery. I mean, it could either might be tonight when it comes to him either winning or losing, and that way possibly at the Royal Rumble they could do some like triple threat match, having The Miz versus AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
That is very true. There's all possibilities when it comes to this kind of match. Xaldin, who are you gambling on?
I'm gonna probably go with AJ Styles. Now here's the thing, though.
Explanation.
Now here's the thing, though. As much as I love Drew McIntyre, he's kind of held the title for a little while anyway. And here's the thing, though. If AJ Styles takes the title, probably does it in a dirty, underhanded way he best he could, even though there's no DQ. Here's the thing, though. He could hold the title all the way till WrestleMania because they're probably going to have someone else take it from him. Either have a certain other superstar that they've already want to build up to take it from him, or someone they've already been planning on to for quite some time. Like,
Okay.
kind of like trying to think. Kind of like they did with Daniel Bryan when he won the title against, who did he win against at WrestleMania?
Which WrestleMania are we talking about? Are we talking about WrestleMania 30? He won a triple threat match.
I think it was like the triple threat one, I think.
Okay, that had Bryan, Orton, and Batista. The only reason he was in there is because he had a match previously with Triple H, and the stipulation is whoever won that match went on to the main event.
Okay.
So you're saying Styles wins the title?
Yes, but only just because he could end up holding on to it till WrestleMania.
You got a point there, Xaldin. You honestly got a point there.
Because isn't AJ Styles supposed to be heel right now?
Yes.
Yes, he is a heel.
Yeah. So basically, as the tradition with Vince McMahon, of course, either the face takes it from the heel or vice versa.
Very true, very true. Okay, Orchestral. What's your opinion on this?
Okay, this stipulation, is it going to hurt this match? I don't think so. Did this match really need it? No.
Exactly what I said.
And this was really a coin flip match. I can see it going either way. You got potential stories for both ends.
Exactly.
When it comes down to it, I think I'm gonna give it to Drew just because there's too much backing from the fans there at this point. So I'm gonna say Drew retains the title. And just like everyone else, for now, he's gonna drop it soon, I have a feeling.
Okie dokie. And Green Springy is also agreeing with me, Superstar and Orchestral, that Drew is going to retain the title. Now, for the match that, it's fucking, I'm predicting that this is going to be the match of the fucking night. We have Randy Orton facing off against the Fiend Bray Wyatt with Alexa Bliss in his corner in a Firefly Inferno match. Oh my god, they're bringing it fucking back. I'm gonna save my prediction for last. Xaldin, what do you think?
Okay, I don't like either one. I don't like either superstar. None of them. I don't like Bray Wyatt, and I definitely don't Randy Orton. But if I had to say which one I had to pick, I really don't want to say it, but I think it might be Bray Wyatt. The reason why is, see, if you notice something, a pattern with Bray Wyatt, ever since he became the whole Fiend thing, notice that he hasn't been losing in pay-per-views. Notice he hasn't not lost a single pay-per-view match. The reason why I think that he's going to win this is because not only he has Alexa Bliss by his side, but WWE cannot make him look bad because of this whole Fiend gimmick. They need to make the Fiend gimmick look intimidating and scary as possible. And make sure he has a streak so he can keep hyping up the pay-per-views. If he ends up losing once, especially to Randy Orton, then the relevancy of the Fiend is going to go down. So that's why I think it's going to be the Fiend winning this one because of his relevancy.
Okay, just to correct you there, Xaldin, he has actually lost in two pay-per-views. One of them being to Goldberg, the pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
But wait, was he the Fiend at the time?
Yes, he was.
Are you sure? Because
I'm positive.
Yes.
Okay, because I've noticed it just kind of seems like a pattern right now that WWE has made it look like that the Fiend gimmick cannot freaking look bad.
Well, to be fair, you had the Fiend, someone who honestly fucking is at the top of their game, against Goldberg. You knew for a damn fact that WWE was gonna fucking... Also, it was a month before WrestleMania. The fucking WrestleMania where it was supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship.
Well, then again, here's the thing though. This is Goldberg of all people. So, let's first say that it wasn't Goldberg. Would there have been any difference?
Okay, in all honesty, this happened the last time Goldberg held the Universal title when it was against KO, and he immediately dropped the title at WrestleMania when he faced Brock Lesnar. Either way, he was gonna drop the title to whoever at Mania. So I guess it really didn't, it did matter in a sense, but I see where you're coming from. And then, now he didn't get pinned, but he did lose the Universal title to Roman at, I think it was Battleground. I'm sorry, Battleground.
No, SummerSlam is where Roman returned and then they had a triple threat match at Battlegrounds.
That's what I was thinking. So he did lose the title at Battlegrounds, but he didn't specifically get pinned. So there was only one time when he actually got pinned, and that was to Goldberg. But I do see where you're coming from, Xaldin. So, bro, how giddy are you about this match?
My friends, this isn't even a question for me. No matter what, people will be forced to let him in. It's the Fiend, baby.
I fucking knew you were gonna say it. Superstar, what do you think?
Well, first off, I do want to say that yes, this match is definitely going to be the match of the night, and I can't fucking wait to see it. Now, when it comes to who I think is going to win, well, first off, before I say who's going to win, I do have to bring up some unfortunate information about these Inferno matches that they always like to do. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you guys have noticed something, actually, out of all of these Inferno matches, how many amount of those people have lost those Inferno matches? Well, technically, the people who wear the most attire or quote-unquote protection. Like, for example, the first Inferno match, which Undertaker vs. Kane, which was at 1998 at Unforgiven, where how Kane got defeated, his arm was set on fire, but it wasn't like his actual skin arm. It was like the sleeve.
His attire arm.
Yeah. And then they had a rematch the next year where his foot, aka his boot, was set on fire. The third one, Triple H vs. Kane, where his hand was set on fire, which, well, remember, it was a glove and not the other one.
Very true.
Kane
Very
versus
true.
Kane versus MVP, where he was wearing his attire. And some people like to call it as a joke back then, his Power Ranger attire.
Oh my god.
I'm not joking, dude. Anyway, yeah. So like, basically, unfortunately, I don't see. I mean, I'll be shocked if somehow, some way, WWE can figure out a way to make Randy Orton get set on fire. Because remember, the attire that Randy Orton wears, he only wears trunks, knee pads, and boots. If only his foot gets set on fire, then he'll be safe. But do you guys really think that WWE's gonna go beyond belief to make his arm or his leg actually being like set on fire and in front of your live screen?
Very true. But here's the thing
Yeah.
that you need to think about. What does the Fiend wear? He wears a black tank top like my OC and fucking pants. Leather pants, mind you. And what happens to leather when it's set on fire? It starts to melt.
So unless if they're gonna make him wear some like special attire during this match, because remember it's called the Firefly Inferno match. Maybe the Fiend's gonna wear something pretty interesting during this match to make it more exciting.
Also, we don't know like what attire Orton's gonna wear. He might change it up.
That is true.
We do not know.
Yeah, because here's another information I do want to bring up. We don't know if this Inferno match is going to be exactly what we see back in the Attitude Era, or it's going to be like one of those matches where they have like some like special camera crew, and also we don't know if they're going to be fighting in the ring. Who knows? They might be fighting in some kind of like special location or something to have like some special camera crew, and where they're going to be fighting over there. We don't know that for sure.
Or no, here's another thing. What if it was like what do they call that? Like that thing they had with John Cena and Bray Wyatt.
A cinematic match.
Cinematic, yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Possibility.
Funny you guys say this, because when we were discussing this match previously throughout the week when I found out about it, or I had the idea like WWE could fuck this match up and do something so fucking stupid. Me and Orchestral were like, no, please don't fucking do that.
If they fuck this match up, someone else is getting set on fire.
Exactly.
I really hope not.
But Superstar, who did you say was gonna get set on fire?
As much as I would love to see the Fiend win, I just have to go with my gut and just say Randy Orton, just because of what I just mentioned from before. So I have to go with my gut and just say Randy.
Okay then. And when it comes to me, I look at the statistics of things.
You actually look at things?
Yeah, I know, right? It's shocking that this dumb shit fucking looks at stuff. There's a little fact that you guys kind of forgot about. So, I don't remember what WrestleMania it was. It was Bray Wyatt, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, defending his title against the former member of Wyatt family, Randy Orton. Orton won that match. Wyatt is looking for revenge. Wyatt.
It's true.
But he doesn't
is
forget.
hurt. And he wants to hurt Orton. Not only that, Orton set Wyatt's compound on fire.
Quote unquote, burning the spirit of Sister Abigail.
So, what better way to get revenge than to set Orton on fire? Now, it is true what Superstar says that fucking this might not be a normal Attitude Era. Inferno match where the regular Inferno matches, you have to set your opponent's either body or any body type part on fire. I honestly think that fucking Wyatt is gonna win this. I don't know how he's gonna achieve it, but he's gonna achieve this somehow, some way. And fucking Green Springs, he didn't say specifically the Fiend would win this. He said Bray Wyatt would win this because, unlike me, Superstar, and Orchestral, he is scared shitless of that beautiful, beautiful bastard. So, that is the predictions. However, I would like to ask you all one question. Orchestral actually knows what I'm talking about, but how about we change the name of this prediction?
Just a little bit.
Now, what is the one thing all wrestling companies have? They're shortened. World Wrestling Entertainment / Federation was the WWE / F. Ring of Honor Wrestling was ROH. Total Nonstop Action was TNA. New Japan Pro Wrestling was NJWP. All Elite Wrestling, AEW. Let's change the name of it from Brony's R to BWIP. Brony Wrestling Insane Podcast.
I actually love it. I love it a lot.
Seems like a pretty good idea.
Because there's one thing the Bizarre Brony Brothers are known for, and that is our insane thinking, our insane talking, and more importantly, our insane love for sweat. So, coming you from BWIP, I am B Money.
I am Orchestral Goalie. We're going down the line here, guys.
I was gonna say.
So anyway, and this is the Persona Walking World Superstar signing out.
And I'm Xaldin Wolfgang. Make sure you subscribe.
And as me and Orchestral always like to say, in 3, 2, 1,
Fuck.
PG.
E.
Later, everyone.